Hi, my name's Christine. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I want to show you a way to fix an oops. This little segment is the first of a few I'm going to do called Ink Happens. So I'm bringing this up. Can you see here there's a bit of a shadow on my paper? Essentially what happened is I had a little bit of ink on the outside of my rubber stamp and it created a shadow when I stamped the P.S. I love you. But I don't want to throw this away because it's a beautiful paper and beautiful stamp, so I'm going to hide it. So that is something I try to do, is not to throw things away when I make an oops. We all make mistakes. So I am using the linen thread, and I'm just going to wind this around my paper a couple of times. I think that'll give me 3 layers, so I'll cut it here. And I'm going to tie a bow around that. So first I just want to make sure I'm actually hiding what I want to hide. You can always adjust it after I've tied it. And I have way too much thread. I did not measure that accurately, but that happens too. So yeah, this is a little series I'm starting. It's gonna be little quick fixes to fix little mistakes that are not mistakes, but just a reason for additional embellishment. So it sometimes changes the look of what you had in mind, but not always for the worst. In fact, I find usually I rather enjoy my projects once I've fixed them up. So now you can't see where that shadow was anymore. And I've got a piece that I can use on another card. So I'm just going to set that little piece of ribbon aside because I'll be able to use it on something else. So I've got my card base here. I'm just going to glue my layers together. So I'm using cardstock. It's Designer Series. The cardstock is Coastal Cabana. And the beautiful paper here is the Playing with Patterns Designer Series paper, which incidentally is on sale for 15% off at the moment for the whole month of October. It's a beautiful paper, so many different patterns to play with, and there we go. So actually, before I put that down, I've just decided I'm going to cut a little tail in this just to make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm just putting a pencil dot in the center. So do a little skills tutorial at the same time. So I'm just cutting towards my little dot using my snips. And that'll give me a little banner. There. And if you still see your pencil mark, you can just use a little bit of eraser to get rid of that. And there we go. So I'm actually going to put dimensionals on the back of this just to raise it up and make it a little more interesting. My apologies for the reach across the screen. So I just got 6 dimensionals on the back of that just so that it's not caving in anywhere. Especially if you plan on putting something in the post, it'll keep its integrity a little more if you put enough dimensionals on the back, but there's no need to plaster the whole thing either. And I'll just put this, I don't want to center it because it'll look a little too perfect, I think, so there we go. And let's just fold that. And we have the P.S. I love you card, and you cannot see that shadow of ink that I had on there, and I find the ribbon just adds a little interest to it. So I hope you've enjoyed the first of my Ink Happens videos, and I'll be bringing you more as time goes on. Thanks, have a great day.